Morning, day 4. Gonna start out today with some Jimmy Dean sausage and eggs. Get a good breakfast in us. And then we're gonna head for about 2 miles back down to Highway 14. Then we'll go up over the mountain into old town of Florance. And back down the other side into Riggins and then up into McCall, and hopefully tonight we'll be spending the night in either Yellow Pine or Bergdorf. It's our cool little table I bought before we left and put on the Jeep so we can got a place to put coffee cups, and there's our loaded Jeep. It's full of everything that we need, so we'll see everybody up in Florance. On our way down Highway 14 out of Elk City. Nice little trail bridge crossing the river. We're not 100% sure. Must be a horse trail or something. It's probably wide enough for a four-wheeler. You could probably get a four-wheeler through here, but yep, not sure where that trail goes, but I'm sure up into the wilderness somewhere. But I'm not walking up there today. Moo. What? Need a ride? Nope, you're going the other direction. This is what you run into in the mountains of Idaho. We're probably, what, 30 miles from Florance. And cows right in the middle of the road. Well, finally made it to Florance. Gonna take a right-hand turn here. Got the Florance Cemetery, site of old Florance boot hill dating back to 1862. Just a few years ago. people were camped and they had a go claim in there, I thought. Let's see nobody in there now. Nice little camper in there. The cemetery's up there on the hill. I really do remember that. And an outhouse. Florance, Idaho. Population 25 dead people. I'll have to go up and read the sign, but I think during the big gold rush up here, there was like 8,000 people up here. I mean, you talk about in the middle, we're 48 miles, I think, from Grangeville. And on the other side, we're going to go down is straight down into Riggins, which is straight down the canyon. And so the only way up here was horses back in 1864. Not sure why it shut off, but anyway, they redid all the headstones. Like that Newt Scott died November 11th, 1897. And there's lots and lots of them. William Hopwood, July 4th, 1898. And there's probably at least 30 or 40 of those. Another one back there. There's markers all over that just says unknown, unknown, unknown. Here's the Talbot. He was supposed to be the town bully according to that sign back there. Yeah, that guy was supposed to be the town bully. H.J. Talbot died January 5th, 1863. Age 29 was all. Native of Georgia. According to the big sign over yonder where the wife is, it says he was the town bully and two people got together and finally killed him. So you can imagine these old mining towns back in the 1860s, there wasn't much law. There's one in 1918, that's pretty old. What's it say? Daniel Dunn, 19, native of Nova Scotia. Now, how in the hell did somebody from Nova Scotia end up out in the middle of the Idaho mountains? Pretty weird. Heading down out of Florance, heading for Riggins. Everywhere we go, there's roads are totally gone. Anybody wants to go camping with us, you better have four-wheel drive and high clearance. Two cattails over on that side. Nice pond over there on that side. Where's the moose? Should be a moose out there.
Off.
Yeah. On top of the Grangeville Salmon Road, heading for Riggins down in the bottom of that canyon. We are absolutely up as high as you can go. We're right in the very top, heading down finally on a halfway decent road. But yeah, we are up as high as we can go. Oh, the trees. Very cool trip. Everybody needs to come up on the Grangeville Salmon Road. It is so high up here that you can just look right straight across. We're as high as any of the peaks that are down there. I think this GoPro doesn't show it, but there's a bridge down there. That's what we're going to cross, is that bridge. Yeah, we're going to cross that bridge, and then it comes in and comes on this other side.
I didn't even look down there.
Yep, that's where we're going. That's where this road goes, and we cross that. But see, if you cross that bridge down there, my understanding was you turn right and we come into Riggins, but if you turn left, that goes into Bergdorf up in the hot springs. So we wouldn't have to go up to McCall and come in that way.
Bald eagle, I bet.
So this what?
Bald eagle.
Oh yeah, there's something lying down there. So far so good. Day 4, July what? No clue. We're retired. We don't care what day it is anymore.
18th.
18th, July 18th, or somewhere in through there. Oh, that's a big old bumblebee on my leg.
Oh my God, you've got all sorts of bites on.
Made it off the mountain. Now we're down on the Salmon River, getting ready to cross over onto the Riggins side. Says turn according to the river.
And it didn't even tell you to go Grangeville.
Nice elk farm down here, just
Wait, stop.
a couple miles from Riggins. Well, there's some big elk in there. I don't see any cows. I don't know what's going on with that.
It's time to be real.
Man, there's some big bulls in there. Hi, boys. Look at this one that's drinking. Look at this. He's got like 6 points.
Get out and take closer pictures.
Hey, boys. Yo. You guys are huge. noise in there. Well, as per usual, we got to McCall, got gassed up, and we went to turn to go out to Yellow Pine and Bergdorf Hot Springs, and a big sign there said road's closed ahead. It's just been one of those trips. So now here we are, we come all the way down into Banks and we're heading towards Stanley, and we are going to find the next camp spot, and then we'll be in Redfish Lake tomorrow morning. Morning, day 5, 285 miles yesterday. We're 50 miles from Stanley. Gonna try to go up to Redfish Lake. This is the third camp spot we pulled in last night. We got here at 9 o'clock last night and finally found one spot that wasn't reserved for last night, and they're all reserved for this weekend. And so I'm guessing when we get up to Redfish Lake, it'll just be a day trip and we'll be out of there, because we're probably 60 some miles from Redfish Lake, and my guess is they're all booked solid. If these ones down here are booked solid. So bacon and eggs this morning, and we'll be in Stanley. Big city is Stanley, Idaho. So smoked in, you can't see nothing. You knew there was a big fire going on up in here, so we may not be spending any time up here either. Breathing all that smoke, it stinks up there. Sitting here in Stanley, Idaho. We just got gas, got a little bit for groceries and snacks. Redfish Lake is closed because of the fire. We can go up over into Sun Valley, but she said all the campgrounds are closed. There's no place to camp, but the road is open, so we thought, well, there's no sense of going that way if we can't camp. So we're gonna head up Highway, what are we on? Highway 75. And we're gonna go up to the Yankee Fork Dredge, and we'll film a little up there, and then we'll see if we can find the road that goes to Bergdorf from Stanley, and hopefully we can get there from there. But yeah, this whole trip between roads closed and fires, we're gonna be short of our 10 days this year. Not too far out of Stanley, you take the Yankee Fork turn, and up we're gonna go up and see the Yankee Fork Gold Dredge, and miles, I think 5 miles up here, nothing but tailings. Man, oh man.
And thank you, J.R. Simplot.
I'm sure when we get up here, it'll tell us how many ounces of gold they got. And what was it, 12 years they were up here? He ran it for 12 years.
J.R. Simplot.
J.R. Simplot was the last owner, and donated the dredge to the Forest Service, and they made it into a museum. Well, it was, I think, just almost 10 miles up here to the Yankee fork dredge, one of the largest dredges ever in Idaho. That thing is big. Dredge beginnings. Dredge camp family. Gift shop tours open 10 to 4:30. Dredge tailings. Look at the size of that thing. Man, oh man. I think that puts the gold fever people pretty small compared to that one. Custer, Idaho Historical Museum, just up from the Gold Ridge. All the old, oh, we can pan for gold. Any gold pans over there? Water's all dirty. Looks like somebody's been panning. There goes Empire Saloon. We should have went there first. All the old mining stuff. Everywhere you look. Yep, old bottle. Look at that. Imperial Oakland, California motor. Is it locked? Well, guess we won't go in there then. Brockman Cabin. I guess we'll go over to the saloon then. Yeah, might as well while we're here, I guess. Think you got it rough now. How would you like to be riding around in that thing? Back in 1800s. Man, oh man. That had to be a rough ride.
This is amazing.
It's definitely an old cook stove. One of the bedrooms how they used to live back in 1800. Look at the ceiling. Just amazing. A little baby crib over there for babies and dresses. Custer, Idaho.
Look at that toilet.
A toilet chair. single bed for the kids. Look at that doorway. Isn't that cool?
Look at, it's just a tree. Look at,
Old mirror.
look at it, just a tree.
Yep, that's how they build stuff. Everything in there's just
Yeah,
old trees.
but they didn't have those.
Well, yeah, that's so it doesn't fall down on our heads. Kerosene stove. Well, guess if you run out of wood, you got a whole collection of wood stoves.
Well, yeah, because this isn't the way it was, because that's a,
Bits and pieces of old Coca-Cola sign. That's probably from the 40s. But that old wood stove, that's old. And old chairs and all stuff to repair stuff. But yeah, they've obviously put a new roof on. Obviously.
well, I wonder if this is an addition.
But yeah, I love that archway. That's pretty cool.
Good thing we stopped. There's a car.
So we left the Yankee Fork Dredge and we're coming up over the mountain back way into Chalice. I think it was about 35 miles, and we are taking the scenic tour today. Not very much traffic, so it's pretty enjoyable. That's first service guy. 11-mile barn, that must have been gold prospectors. That's all they did back in here. Pretty cool stuff out here in the absolutely middle of nowhere. Custer Motor Speedway. Actually not Speedway, Motor Highway.
Motorway.
Motorway. W-Y. See that GPS thing or not? Cool old road. Rough old road. Custer Motorway. Pretty cool country. Is solid rock mountains. Beating the hell out of our Jeep for sure. Holes, washboardy, dusty, brakes are squeaking, all the dust in there. We're gonna cross the creek again for about the, probably what, 10th or 12th time. Well, we made it down to Chalice and over to Salmon. Got in Salmon 6:30 last night. Got us a motel room again. We got a squeak in the left front rear or front end of our Jeep. I thought it was the brakes squeaking, but it's been lasting all day yesterday, so we went over to the car wash and hosed it all off, and we're hoping and praying that's fixed. And then all the warning lights and everything flickered on and off about 3 times there when we got into Chalice. So from right here we're gonna go back up over Lost Trail Pass and go back into Missoula and back down Highway 12. When we get to Lowman, if everything seems okay, we're probably gonna take the 500 road and go up across and come out at Pierce Weep in that area. But if everything goes good, otherwise we'll just run Highway 12 back down and head for home. Morning, day 6. Just getting ready to leave the Stagecoach Inn here in Salmon. They had a great big Harley convention in here. They must have been at least 50 Harleys here last night, and they must have another destination somewhere, and they just kind of leave one at a time and take off, and they must meet up again in Boise or wherever they're heading. But day 6 and heading for back to Missoula and back down Highway 12. We got a squeak in that front end up there. I can't figure out. I took it to the car wash and we just hosed the crap out of it. That brake in there, I thought maybe it was squeaking. It sounded like a squeak and not a wheel bearing. But then all the warning lights flashed on and off yesterday. So we'll see how the day goes. Here we are back in Darby, Montana again. That was quite the loop. So far so good today. 78 miles and don't hear no squeaking, and lights, warning lights haven't flashed, and so on to Missoula, Montana. Just came by the Dutton Ranch. I got it all blocked off and signs all over the highway that says no stopping on highways, so they must be filming part of the Yellowstone up there today. Oh, I do hear that squeak again.
Yeah. Roll the window down.
Huh?
Roll the window down.
Why? Want to hear it louder?
Yeah.
Yep, our squeak, I still hear it in that front end. Morning, day 7. We are home. Started having some major Jeep problems. That front wheel is still squeaking. I don't know if it's this doesn't sound like a wheel bearing. We drove from Salmon to Missoula, and we coming out of Missoula, and all the warning lights came on 2 or 3 times. About the 4th time it came on and they went off, the anti-skid light stayed on. And that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And then we're like 25 miles from home, all the warning lights came on and off again 2 or 3 times, and then when they went off, the battery light stayed on. So I thought, sure, we lost our alternator. And I just put the tester on the battery before I started it. It was 12.4, so the battery was fully charged. Started right up. Left the thing on there to check it, and it's charging at 14.2. And so it's really weird. And now all the lights, when I started it this morning, the anti-skid light's not on, the battery light's not on, nothing's on. So I'm not sure. There's no lights on but my seat belt. So I'm guessing maybe the alternator is maybe still going out and it's shooting too much juice in there every once in a while, and so it made that battery light stay on. My computer, I go through the menu 79 degrees out here already at 9 in the morning. But I don't know if you guys can even see that. But it goes to tires, timer, vehicle info, coolant 152, oil life, oil pressure 74, so it's got good oil pressure, transmission 152. Oh, it doesn't even come on anymore. Yesterday when I got home, I was going through the settings and it said something about computer, check the computer warnings or something. But now they're even gone, and so there it is there. System warnings present. So something happened to the system warnings, and I can't reset that. I'll probably have to take it in and they'll have to reset that. But anyway, it was scary enough. You don't want to be out 100 miles in the middle of the dingleberries and have your vehicle break down, have it towed in off the mountain somewhere and cost you $1,000. And so we're home and cut our trip by 2 or 3 days short for sure. Okay, a little update. I was just out here still checking things. I grabbed that's the negative connection's really loose, and I went over here to grab the positive. Yeah, that's pretty loose. So it may be just a bad connection, so I'll tighten both of those positive and the negative terminal up, and I bet that we're probably ready to head for the mountains come elk season.